Hi guys. Today I just thought we would talk about, I know I did a video on what's it like owning goats. Well, not many people think about it, but there is a dark side to having goats. I know I make it look fun and entertaining. It's not all peaches and cream. Unfortunately, they are sensitive breeds. So unlike horses or cows, their mortality rate is high. Goats, especially baby goats, mortality rate's low. Now that's not everybody. This is going to be a video about death. So if you don't like that, I would keep scrolling or maybe click on another of my videos to watch. So I started goat farming in 2020. I originally started with Rango and Juno and another one named Oreo, who I loved. My favorite buck. So anyway, first it was really good. Goat mass. I had 3, then it jumped to 5, then 7, then 9, then all of these. So anyway, unfortunately, hold on one second. Sorry. So after a little bit, I had a couple babies, and we separated them and all that. Unfortunately, we have a lot get what's called coccidia worms. They're very deadly to babies if not treated fast enough. And even then, that's why Donut is the size she is. She originally got it, and it makes you, like shorter. You don't, like, your growth rate isn't great. And I think another reason Bella's so short. How Bella? Nubians are usually quite tall. Anyway, she's also alpine, so that could be it too. So I had 2 babies I had bought from a lady I knew, and unfortunately, the one I think actually got what's called mangeal worm. It messes with the brain. So anyway, shortly after she died, that her sister became ill, and she died. So it doesn't just affect babies. We had a doe who actually kidded, and her son was just, he was pretty dysfunctional. He actually had what I call split legs. His legs were always like this. They would literally go on the side of him. So we did do the hobbles, which I can show a picture of hobbles, above him and like on his legs to keep them from splitting. It didn't work, but he actually ended up going to a different home. But so shortly after she had him, she started acting weird. Anyway, so shortly after, like I said, he was born, she started acting weird. Like, my daughter and her were inseparable. Like, that was her goat. And they would lay together, play together, cuddle together. But after, it was like she was out to get her. My daughter. The goat was out to get my daughter. And she actually started, like, almost trampling her. And I'm like, that's not happening. Well, anyway, we didn't get to even sell her because all of a sudden, my husband said it was like something happened. Like, she fell to the ground and started screaming. I called my vet, and they said it sounds like something in her brain snapped. Something physically could have went wrong inside. She could have tore, and you just won't know. Just like a horse, if the uterine line took, one day they'll be running in the field, drop dead. Same thing. All of a sudden, she just died. It was like quickest thing, and my vet just said it sounds like something was wrong. And I said, okay. So, unfortunately, goats are just so sensitive. Worms are terrible. My vet's trying to get me this stuff that it kills the worms in the field. It's very hard. It's Australian. And I just wanted to pause for a minute. Look at these two up in the tree. Boys, what are you doing? Oh, Rango, I got that on video. Oh boy. Anyway, so goats are just very the littlest thing. Like Bella, for goodness sake, I thought she was dying. Wasn't eating, wasn't drinking somewhat. Wasn't acting right at all. Just kept laying down. I thought she was dying. And, well, no, I just think she had a very bad bellyache. So, goats are just so sensitive. And everyone always says, well, maybe you should, like, get out of goats. It's hard to get out of goats once you're in it, especially when you're attached as I am. Like all my girls, my boys. And like we are planning on selling a couple of our babies. Not Lucy though. And what else? It's just been a rough, especially last year my vet was saying that it was a bad year for a lot of people. A lot of people lost goats because it was so wet last year. Wet equals worms. And it was just yucky. It didn't get hot enough or something last year, I think it was. Look at this boy. Oh my goodness. Rango. Oh my goodness. Talk about destruction. Goodness gracious, boy. Please don't get hurt. I don't need another vet bill. Oh my gosh. Rango. We should have named you Destructor. Goodness. So, do I recommend goats for everybody? No. Especially the faint of heart. It's sad when you lose one. To be honest, there's a lot of times I really rethink having goats. Once you lose one, it kind of gets sad, and you know, it's like they're dogs. Everyone always says, "Oh, it's just a goat." I don't have a lot like big industry farms, but I have enough that each one has a name. They have a personality. I'm especially attached. Not saying I'm not attached to everybody, but especially attached to certain goats. When I lost my buck, destroyed me. Here comes Juno. Had to follow me across the way, didn't you? Hi, Juno. Anyway, it's just sad. It's. I've had a lot of people who start goats and come out and decide to get out while they can or stop where they are. No more breeding. It's really not for the faint of heart. I'm glad my husband's used to work with cows, because sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. It's not fair to them. If I look back at where I am now with all the losses and stuff, I'm gonna be completely honest, I may not have goats, because it's sad. Now, do we have fun? Yeah. I love my goats. I couldn't get rid of them now. But if I would know what I know now, yeah, I probably wouldn't. Just because it's sad every time. It's really sad. Yeah.